Hi, this is Cindi McGee. You're watching Polymer Clay TV. Today I'm creating an easy, whimsical floral veneer. The base for this veneer is a sheet of white Sculpey clay rolled to a number 4 on the pasta machine. Now, I stumbled upon this new color palette of Sharpie markers. I know that normally Sharpies are not something that you would use on a polymer clay project because sometimes they bleed, etc. But for what I'm doing with this veneer, they were the perfect option. I chose 5 different colors to use for my palette for this veneer. Working one color at a time, it could not be easier. I simply placed the tip of the marker against the clay and then gently pulled backwards a bit, and it creates this awesome little petal shape, and the ridge of the plastic creates a little indentation at the end of the petal, which adds an interesting little texture effect too. I just evenly spaced my petals and then randomly spaced the different colors of flowers to cover the sheet. Once I had the flowers spaced out, I used the same marker and the same technique in green to create some leaves to fill in any little blank areas and just further accent those flowers. And I just think they're really pretty and almost sort of whimsical and very springy, obviously. And I do like that little detailed edge that the edge of the marker made just to add some texture. I used my trading coin size cutter, which is a 2.5-inch circle, to cut the piece of veneer that I wanted to use for my coin. It needed a little dimension, and I absolutely love these hot fix cabochons from Create Along. I used my yellow ones and added one to the center of each of the flowers. Now, this veneer is one that you want to bake right away. You don't want to leave it and use it later because there is the risk of that bleeding with those Sharpie markers. For this coin, I made my veneer circle a little bit smaller and put it on a hot pink clay base. And this one has been baked, and you can see that there is not an issue with any bleeding of the color. You can see the texture left by the edge, and then you've got those pretty shimmery centers. It's pretty as is, or you can glaze it. To add a bit of shine to mine, I'm using the Create Along UV resin. I love the fact that this resin comes in these bottles with a little brush included because it made it really easy for me to get around the flowers, around the centers of the flowers, and not affect the cabochons, but add the shine to the veneer itself. Once I had covered the entire surface, I placed it in a UV light and let it cure. You can also just place it in sunlight and this resin will cure. And here it is. After it's been cured, you can see it's got this great shine to it. I think it's really fun. It's a great artist trading coin, or it would make a beautiful pendant for springtime. And it could not be simpler to create. Join us on the Polymer Clay Tribe Facebook page and share your work and be inspired by the amazing work of others. Need more inspiration? Check out the Polymer Clay TV blog for tons of creative ideas.